Hello, welcome to the behind the scenes footage and images from this incredible photo shoot. This was my student and I, John, went to the Brecon Beacons, to the waterfalls, as you can see, and I was modelling and teaching at the same time. Now, this is something normally I really enjoy doing both of at the same time, but in this case, I think Timmy and Chris or Aaron from Kent, if you're listening, in a situation like this, I need another tutor. I need somebody else with photography expertise to just be with my students. Because as you can see, here I was really concentrating on not falling over the edge of quite a steep drop. And it was already enough to just focus on the safety aspect of not injuring myself and trying to look relaxed for John to get a good shot, and then to throw in the mix actually teaching and angles, and it is too much. So that was definitely an eye-opener. So it was a long walk from the car as well, carrying lots of clothes. This is me on the way back. And it was a crazy day. It was a lot of walking, and it was quite dangerous, actually. I wouldn't recommend this without, I don't know, maybe some of those shoes, those grippy shoes, just to get me into place would have made this a little bit safer. So please stay till the end. I am going to share the footage of me going absolutely right into this waterfall, and John wasn't expecting that, so he didn't have long to capture that image, and I want to talk about that because that's part of the pressure on a photographer in a situation like this. So let's talk about how we can absolutely ensure getting that incredible shot. I would love to hear from you guys. How would you approach this shoot? If it was me shooting, I would definitely go for some panoramic shots, because as you can see here, there's such a beautiful composition with the rocks on the right hand side and all that beautiful detail in the rocks and the moss there, and then you've got all of the water on the left, and then the lovely thing is the white of the water is what's kind of reflecting light back into me. So I'm going to share a mixture of the shots that John took with his camera and the ones that I actually created from literally a screenshot of my phone from the video that I did on my mobile phone. So that is all coming up. Stay tuned. Do not go away. It's going to be amazing. And by the end of this video, I hope you are inspired to go out and just try something crazy. It's just so refreshing to get out in nature in this way. It's brilliant. And as I know that you're enjoying the power of now from previous videos, I'm going to incorporate a little bit of that in this video as well. So I hope you enjoy a bit of a mixture here. So this was the moment that I went in, and later on in the video I will share the footage from my mobile phone, which is much better. It's from further back and you can see all of me. But this was the point where I think the screenshotting the video was so handy, because as I say, there weren't many seconds that I looked relaxed. So unless you're really, really in the right place at the right time with the right settings and the fastest burst mode you can imagine, and you can still get it wrong, because the burst mode takes a few seconds to kind of save the images. So you have this period of time where it's not shooting, and that can be the time where everything situationally looks perfect, So having a video, having some footage going in the background is just a great way to ensure you're going to create something. And it doesn't always have to be, really, really high quality if you're not going to be printing to a large print. I'm just so glad that I did a video and that I could capture something that looks really nice and soft. So I will share more photography at the end of this video, so please don't go away. John did absolutely fantastically, thrown right in at the deep end on this shoot. See you at the end. Those who have not found their true wealth, which is the radiant joy of being and the deep, unshakable peace that comes with it, are beggars, even if they have great material wealth. They are looking outside for scraps of pleasure or fulfillment, for validation, security, or love, while they have a treasure within that not only includes all of those things, but is infinitely greater than anything the world can offer. I read this book years ago and it absolutely, well, I've said this about a lot of books, like, oh, this book changed my life, you know, but it was a real turning point for me back then when I read it. And yeah, I picked it up to come here. This was the only book that I brought. Well, no, I did bring it, my new cookery book. This is the only self-help, self-development book that I brought with me. And you know, sometimes when you pick up a book and you read the first kind of page and you just know, this is exactly what I need to read in this moment right now. And that is literally how I felt about this time picking up this book again. And I have read it a few times, but again, it's a learning, isn't it? It's like you can read a book and you can start to put that into practice, but if you've got a lifetime of habitual thinking or conditioning and just from your life experience, and then you're busy in the world and things take over and challenges come along and you get kind of knocked sideways and you keep going, and then before long I think these things that you've learned that once helped you can kind of get lost again. They can slip away into the background and then you can kind of forget all those good habits and things that were really helping you. So yeah, I just really feel like I'm gonna get back there to where I was now and find that place of I guess it's going up to neutrality first, like acceptance, mindfulness, and being, and really being in the moment, and not caught up in the past, and not caught up in trying to be somewhere else, be somewhere different, the future, and just completely immerse myself, yourself, ourselves in where we are right now and what we're doing and who we're with, and just really, really appreciating that. There's a book I read as well once. Oh, hi, honey, you can come down. Another book I would highly recommend is Wherever You Go, Be There. Wherever you go, babe, wherever you go, don't go. Wherever you go, be there. Wherever you be, go there. No. Wherever you are, be there, go there. Be there, feel there, do there. In there, there. Wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. Just really be where you are. That's the message. Amazing book. There's a meditation in there called the Mountain Meditation. It's absolutely amazing. Like, honestly, these spiritual books can really lift you up and help you through so much, and and they can help you to enjoy life on a bit of a deeper level and reach a place that feels really real, not, you know, less ups and downs, and just more steadiness. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go find Adam because he was looking for me and then he saw me vlogging and then he disappeared. Bye. So here are some of John's unedited JPEGs. So credit to John, because this is something that's quite new to him, capturing portraits, and I think he's done a fantastic job. And you'll notice that different positions give a different lighting, particularly on the face. So when I'm facing more into the light, into the water, it's much more complementary than this kind of side lighting. So it's a really good idea to play around with plenty of different viewpoints and angles and moving your model in lots of different positions, and just trying out different things, because you just learn so much that way from just moving around and then looking afterwards at what effect it has on various things. So what do you like about this shoot? What do you not like? What would you have done differently? I'm going to just share a screenshot just to show a composition that, given the chance to do this again, it would be really great to try. And the screenshot is purely to show a rough composition. It's not great in terms of the posing and things, and obviously the quality is very, very low. But the panoramic landscape format look, I think, could be really nice, and maybe even getting down lower and slightly more to the left here could be good, so that you get a little bit more of the height of the waterfall, and just seeing more from a lower viewpoint, I think, gives it that magnificence, if you like, of the scale of the waterfall. So I think that would be really something that would be great to try. There was plenty more from this shoot, so we went round in various spots and did plenty of shots with other clothing on, so do feel free to explore my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and what is it that you'd love to shoot if you had a chance to shoot anything? If you could go anywhere and shoot anything, what would it be, and what's stopping you? Is there anything stopping you? Do you get out and about and create? Do you collaborate with other creatives, and how does that feel? I think coming together with other creative people and kind of bouncing ideas off of somebody else is really special. And as I've always said and will continue to say, any photo shoot is all about the flow, it's all about the energy, and that comes from a trust between the photographer and the subject. It comes from feeling confident in what you're doing as well, having the experience and the knowledge in photography that part of it can just become almost second nature, and then that leaves you free to really build a rapport with your subject. And because that's where the money shots come, if you like, when you're both feeling really relaxed, when the photography is almost secondary to the energy that has formed, and it takes a life of its own, and you kind of just ride the wave, and it's important that you keep the shoot flowing when you hit that energy, because if you pause and stop too long and perhaps the model or the photographer starts overthinking something or starts falling back into the worry and then you can lose that energy. Does anybody feel what I mean here? Does anybody experience this on a shoot? When you get into that flow and you keep the shoot moving and you keep the energy up and you keep the kind of complimenting and encouraging your subject, and the passion and the excitement is there, that's when the magic happens. That's when everything just seems to fall into place, and you end up in exactly the right place at exactly the right angle, and the model is just looking in exactly the right place, and they're in the right position, and the light is right, and it's absolutely magic.